everyone to Steampunk Workshop. I'm your host, Captain X. As you can see, I'm wearing my protective clothing for today's demonstration, glass bottle cutting. You'll find this ancient technique useful in making your creations of tomorrow.
I'll begin with an ordinary bottle. I'll take this and change it into this. With this technique, you can cut a variety of interesting glass bottles of all shapes and sizes. Here are a few ideas. Perhaps you'll create a scientific ocularium, a candlestick holder, or a tinted lampshade, even a futuristic pair of steampunk goggles, or this hurricane lamp. The difficulty with the mini glass cutting techniques is getting a straight cut consistently. This method will give you a straight cut nearly every time. You will need heat and rapid cooling in order to cut the bottle. To achieve this, I will be using a candle and ice, but first, the glass must be scored before making the cut. There are many commercial scoring machines available, but I, Captain X, have fashioned this scoring machine of my own design. Notice my monogram on the front. All scoring machines work on the same principle, using a hardened tool to cut a thin groove into the surface of the glass. My machine uses rubber wheels to roll the glass bottle under the cutter. A glass cutter is suspended above the bottle in order to score the groove. Notice the wing nut on the threaded rod, which makes for easy adjustments of the cutting tool. Also notice that the wheels are on threaded rods as well. In order to score the bottle, I place the bottle in my machine, and while holding it firmly, I lower the glass cutter and slowly rotate the bottle while applying pressure to the glass cutter. It is important to keep the bottle in a uniform position while cutting. The bottle should rest firmly against a stop while rotating. As you are scoring the bottle, you will not need to make multiple rotations, just one full revolution. Your score should be a perfect circle around the entire bottle. You will notice that on this bottle, I have scored it in more than one place. You may want to make multiple scores in order to speed up the cutting process. I am now ready to begin the process of cutting my glass bottle. I place it over the candle flame and slowly rotate it. I am careful to keep the flame directly over my score line. This is where patience is a virtue. I will need to keep rotating the bottle over the flame for about 30 seconds in order to heat it sufficiently. The candle flame allows me to heat the bottle in a very narrow area, right over my score line. This will give me a very fine break. You'll notice that I'm showing you this process in actual time. No trick photography here. But it is actually the cooling process, not the heating, that breaks the glass. Once I have heated my bottle properly, I apply ice directly over the score line. I quickly move the ice and rotate the bottle to rapidly cool it. You may hear your bottle making cracking sounds at this point, and you will also notice a crack starting to form where you made your score line. If the bottle doesn't break at this point, repeat the process. You may have to repeat this process several times depending on the thickness of the glass. I must stress at this time the importance of wearing safety protection when breaking glass of any kind. Even the finest cut glass will have a sharp edge on it. And proper hand and eye protection is a must. As I continue, I wish to say that this is the finest and most consistent way to cut a bottle I have found. There are those out there who have used blow torches, burning string, and even boiling water to cut bottles. But I, Captain X, have found my process to be the most precise and scientific way to achieve our goal. And voila! Success! A perfect cut. Look at how fine I was able to cut this bottle. No torn or jagged edges here. Now, one last step in the process, sanding the edges. I will use emery cloth and carefully sand all the edges of my bottle. Sand until all the rough edges are smooth and safe. With practice, this technique will allow you to create fantastic products for your world of tomorrow.